Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Skyrim. We are outside Whiterun, next to the carriage. We didn't actually use the carriage to travel back here, I just fast travelled to the stables. Because if the carriage man dialogue was bugging out, that was not really fair, honestly. So I just fast travelled here and said that we came by carriage. I think you guys could probably sympathise with me on that. Although that doesn't mean our horses aren't actually here, but that really won't be an issue. And oh, wait, no, hang on. I tell a lie. My horse is here. Never mind. It's just Greg's that's wandered off somewhere. Never mind. So. We're finally here. It's night time. It is 11:53 PM. Good grief. Probably time to go get some sleep at your Vasca. Night vision. Ooh. Oh, I love night vision. It's so cool. Anyway, yeah, time to go get some sleep. I have installed a new mod as well, by the way. That mod is called oh god, it's better shaped weapons. That was it. I almost forgot there. Better shaped weapons, and well, it changes the shape of some of the weapons in the game. Particularly the swords. You'll notice, possibly, you might not notice, honestly, that my sword here, it looks a little bit different. It's sort of thinner and longer a little bit. Basically, well, you know how I constantly go on about how, right, oh yeah, I've installed another mod as well, which I will cover in a minute, but you know how I was going on about how, you know, some of the armour in the game is impractical, or the weapons look silly, or stuff like that? The reason for it is I watch far too much of Lindy Beige and Scalagram's videos. It rubs off on you, honestly, it does. But, I'm constantly going on about how, oh, this helmet is completely impractical, you know, it's got horns, it doesn't have a proper, you know, it doesn't have proper reinforcement in the top, all that kind of nonsense. This sword looks silly, this axe looks ridiculous. Oh, good grief. Oh, whoa. So, well, you can see the new sword in action, I suppose, now. Whew. But yeah, so basically what this mod does, basically, what I'm saying is, I'm not the only person, apparently, who constantly complains about how the weapons look silly. And impractical, because a gentleman has made a mod, and it's mostly for the swords for now. He's probably going to branch out and do some other stuff, but he's made a lot of the weapons in the game look a bit more like real weapons, and less like strange fantasy weapons. I mean, you know, really, really strange fantasy weapons. So as you can see, the sword does look a bit different. It's got the same lovely textures, just the mesh is different. So there you go. It's not particularly pronounced on this, but some of the other weapons in the game look drastically different. And mostly for the better, in my opinion. Even changed the scabbards for them and stuff as well, which is pretty cool. Anyway. Vampire dust. Ringmail armor, eh? You know what? That reminds me of that fella at the inn in Riverwood. We should go, I don't know, pick him up at some point. He seems kind of cool. The ex-arena fighter that wants to eat dragon burgers. I was thinking about him the other day. And, I wouldn't mind picking him up at some point if I can think of an excuse to do so. So anyway, yeah. So that's one mod I've got. And another mod that I've installed. I can't remember the exact wording of it or whatever. But it is a mod. Of course, it'll be in the description as usual, but it is a mod that buffs the wolf armor in this game. Now, I know what you might be thinking, some of you. Oh my god, why would you install a mod like that? It's cheating. Well, look, I know that some of the mods you get like that are kind of like, oh, look, I have made a mod which makes the wolf armor, basically gives the wolf armor the stats of Daedric armor, and it's ultimately a cheat mod. Well, this isn't like that. What it does is it buffs the wolf armor's armor value so that it matches roughly about the same as Orcish and Steel Plate. By default, this lovely, lovely wolf armor here has the same stats as regular ordinary steel armor. Now the reason for that, the mod maker speculates, is because, for balance reasons, because in the in the ordinary game, you can get wolf armor actually quite early on. If you join the companions, like first thing after beginning a new game, you can actually get the wolf armor quite early on. So for balance reasons, it had crappy stats. But his reasoning, his logic basically for increasing the armor value of this is that it's actually being forged at the Skyforge, which should in theory mean that it's actually Skyforge steel wolf armor rather than just regular old steel, and it's made of steel because that's what you use to improve it, and it has the same stats as steel normally. So it's actually Skyforge steel armor, and then therefore it should have better stats than regular steel armor in the same way that Skyforge steel weapons have better stats than regular steel ones. So that's what it's done. And it has boosted the armor level quite considerably. I now have an armor rating of 694, which is closer to what I would be having right now if I was still wearing the steel plate. So, that I suspect is the reason I was having such a damn hard time the past few episodes in the Rift. I mean, aside from it just being the Rift, which seems to have it made it its mission in life to destroy me utterly, but the reason I think I was having such a hard time, especially with guys like the Silver Hand and stuff like that, was because my armor value was so crappy because I'd essentially gone back to wearing a suit of ordinary steel armor. So that has now been fixed, and I've run the reprocker and stuff with it and everything, so it also fits with Skyre's armor stats too, all that kind of stuff. So basically now the wolf armor is pretty badass statistically as well as looking cool. So I can actually keep this stuff for a while longer now. I was beginning to think I was going to have to ditch it pretty soon for something that offered more protection. Anyway, I'm wasting your time here, I feel like a bit. Let's, Greg,
What is it, Thane?
you just, I don't know, wait here. Relax. Chill out. Do whatever it is you do when I give you time off. And, I'm going to bed. I'll see you in the morning, mate. Alright. I have been down to the pub for some breakfast. I've been shopping, sold a few things, bought some potions finally, some more health potions, so I have a relatively decent supply of those now. How many do I have, in fact? Oh my goodness, sort by type. Yeah, there we go. Fair old few, including a very, very powerful one. So there we go. I expect to go through those very quickly, knowing me, but hey, whatever. Really need to be able to craft my own damn health potions, but I can never find the ingredients for it. Blast them, damn it. Anyway, let's go and talk to Ayala, hand her this fragment of Whiterun we've been holding on to, and see if she's got anything else for us. Uh-oh, not this again. I've been getting this a lot lately. Textures disappearing. Not rendering themselves properly. I've got the Skyrim memory patch. Oh my god, Miko, what have they done to you? Even though I've got the memory patch installed, this seems to happen every now and again. I think I might need to update my graphics drivers or something, because this is very odd indeed. Anyway, I guess I'll be back in a second. Oh goodness me, that's much better. Oh, that was horrible. Anyway. Restarting the game pretty much fixes it every single time, in case you're wondering how I fixed that or something.
I've been running interference for you around here. I don't think anyone's caught on to our little campaign.
What's suspicious about it? I leave this place for months at a time on a regular basis anyway. I got the fragment though.
Another piece of glory. Good work, Shield brother.
Good stuff. I will ask you about what the next target is. However, I do want to double check that I can't do Gregor the Scholar, apparently. I just want to double check I can't get jobs from anyone else. And conveniently, everyone else has disappeared. Never mind then. Hi.
Have you been bringing the battle to the Silver Hand?
Yes,
friend?
indeed.
I wish I could be there with you. Soon enough.
What's the next target?
Good that you're so eager. I've caught wind that one of the brighter Silver Hand has been sniffing around Whiterun. If you can sneak into their camp and steal his plans, we'll have the advantage.
Near Whiterun, you say? That's jolly convenient, frankly. Stealing plans. Oh, just over there, eh? Wollstongrave's all the way up there. Good grief. I was hoping she'd give us something around here, but, oh well. Steal the plans from Hang on a minute, haven't we already been to Swindler's Den? Wasn't that where the Alakir were hiding out? Seems to be a popular location for small groups of, fanatical warriors. By the looks of things. Alright then, fine. Back to Swindler's Den it is. Of course, what do we do when we get to Swindler's Den? Do we head north to fulfill our Dragonborn sworn duty? Or do we just go back to Whiterun and get another mission? You know what? I'm going to go there. Grab the plans. Pop back to Whiterun. Get ourselves another mission. And then, regardless of where that mission sends us, I am going to Hjalmarch to Ustengrav, because we've been putting it off for way too long at this point. But I want to go back and get another one just on the off chance she gives us something up in this kind of region here, because that would allow me to kill a few birds with one stone, so to speak. So that's what I'm going to do. That's the plan. Better jump to it. Greg.
What is it?
I might have properly statistically fixed up armor this time, but I still want you around to tank damage for me. Okay, so let's go. Stop. You're probably just pretending to read that anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if you were holding it upside down. Very well then. Come, Gregory. We ride to Swindler's Den. Again. I wonder if it's been repopulated with... Well, of course it probably has. I mean, if not just regular bandits and the main bits, it'll be still filled with Silverhand. I don't even know why I'm questioning that, but hey. Yeah, you seem to have a bit of an obsession with the Forsworn, don't you, Greg? I will never understand it. Having never met the Forsworn myself. Oh, come here, you. Come on. Damn. Come back here. I need your meat. I'm not doing so great for food. I bought a load at the tavern, but that's probably not going to last very long. I feel like a medieval lord hunting on horseback with a crossbow. Love it. Alright then. Oh, game. Oh, right, yeah, autosave. Autosave, I should be used to that by now. What am I doing? Right. Venison. Right, yeah, like I said, disable Hunterborn for now. I've not uninstalled it. It is, however, disabled. I still haven't quite decided on it, but for now I think I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna go without it for now. Hunterborn's great and everything, but I was having mod conflicts and yeah, all sorts of stuff. And simply getting a bit of venison, it makes it kind of a bit of a pain in the arse, honestly. If I'm in desperate need of food, a bit of meat just to keep me going, it like takes half a day to butcher a deer. And you get such a ridiculous amount of meat out of it too. Well, that was interesting. I just got a C++ runtime error. Peculiar. I haven't had one of those in donkey's years. I reinstalled the, excuse me. Reinstalled the C++ redistributable in the Skyrim Steam directory. That should fix it. But weird all the same. I can't recall ever having one of those errors when I played Skyrim, although it's been a long time since I started playing Skyrim, so chances are I've probably forgotten if it did happen. Wolf! Ripping people's hearts out is my job. Greg. Not that you know anything about that, of course. Cough, cough. I'm going to have to break the word to him somehow at some point that I'm a werewolf, and I'm going to have to hope he doesn't try to kill me. I mean, he's sworn to defend me with his life and everything, so maybe on account of him being a housecarl. My housecarl specifically, he won't actually... Well, he won't be allowed to take an issue with me being a werewolf. But still. Swindler's Den, Swindler's Den. Swindler's Den is over here. It's past this big old hill, rocky, mountainy thing. If I recall correctly, and I do believe I do. It wasn't that long ago I went there. Oh man, power attacks on horseback do so much damage. Excellent for killing wolves and the like. Speaking of which, you want some? Are you having a fight with the mud crab? Cool, have the fight with the mud crab. Don't care. Oh, where is Greg? There he is. What are you doing all the way over there, you pansy? Right, should be just around this corner. Give or take. Someone asked me to install the Skyrim Flora overhaul recently. Did have it installed in some of the earliest episodes of the Let's Play. Caused all sorts of horrible issues with my distant terrain, however, so I removed it. So yeah, sorry. And also, since I've had crashing issues and stuff recently, I'm not inclined to install a mod which may add more stability issues because it adds a heck of a lot of stuff into the game world. So, but we'll see. The main thing is that it gave me horrible issues with invisible distant terrain previously, which kind of put me off it a bit. And I didn't like the way the changes it made to the tundra grass either. I didn't like that actually very much. The rest of it was quite nice though. The additional types of trees and stuff. And bushes, especially in the areas around like Falkreath and Riverwood. Over there, yeah. That little rocky thing over there is Swindler's Den, I think. Also, spider. Come here, spider. Giant tundra spider, no less. Bloody hell. Can't recall if I've ever seen one of those before. Whoa. Is that it? Should be. The camera zooms out like that whenever combat's over. It's a side effect of the mounted follower combat. In case you've noticed that and wondered what it was. You know what, someone actually requested a little while ago, in fact I've had it a few times. Someone requested I make...
There's a cave. Animals are bandits.
Or both, Greg. Depending on your point of view. Look at the spider hunting the deer over there, that's nuts. Anyway, yeah, a bunch of people requested at various points for me to make a follower mod with Idris as a follower in Skyrim. Now, obviously I don't have the modding expertise to do anything of that nature, unfortunately, but I don't think I would anyway, because, and here's the thing, I don't think I'd honestly be able... I think it would just be painful to watch a character who is supposed to be very clever running into swinging axe traps and chasing mud crabs halfway across the map when he's supposed to be clever, but he's doing it because of the game's stupid AI. It just wouldn't make sense to me. You know, I kind of make fun of Greg for being stupid all the time, just as a kind of a mask for the fact that his follower AI is what really makes him stupid. Also, Greg, what happened to your horse's saddle? How did you lose your horse's... Oh my goodness. Do you want me to give you a new saddle? Do you not like the old one? Is that what's going on here? Fine. Can I... Followers... Horse equipment. It's set to bareback for some silly reason. Original equipment. Or not. Nordic saddle. There we go. How about Traveller saddle? What do you think of that? Greg. How would you like a traveller's saddle? Oh god. The horse has changed colour. What the...
So, do you get that weird...
I don't even know, honestly. I just find, as long as it's got a saddle on it, I really don't care. At least I've got different saddles, that way I'll be able to tell them apart. Before I accidentally get on Greg's horse and he tries to kill me for stealing it. Yes. Anyway. Weird stuff going on there. Okay, what have we got? Night vision time. Hello. Yes, we're hunting Silverhand. We're hunting werewolf hunters. You might be a bit curious as to why we're doing that now I think about it, Greg. I'll think of an explanation later. Right now, just follow me. I really am going to have to tell him soon. Okay, here we go. Now, hopefully, now, not wanting to get, overconfident or anything, but should be able to tank more damage now that my armor level has significantly increased. And yeah, I did tank a fair bit of damage there, actually. That probably would have near killed me previously. Still. Nice armor, by the way. Not as good as mine. Apparently, anyway, but mainly probably because mine's actually been crafted up, whereas this hasn't. 242 versus 278, yeah. Still nice armor. Not as good as Greg's either, though, so I can't really give it to Greg either. Oh well. Let's see. What have we got here? Well, we've already been in here before, honestly, so I'm not that curious about what's in here. Let's just grab these plans and get out. Fire breath is selected. Good stuff.
I think by now
I really need night vision in here. I don't think I really do I? Oh, not you again. Friggin' diseased one or whatever you were. Demon Skeever of Doom. Greg, are you... In future, please refrain from doing that. I think I nearly hit you a few times there. What we got? A few septims. Not much else. What the... Silverhand, really? This is one of the Silverhand, is it? They're recruiting... They're literally recruiting Skeevers now. Skeevers armed with war axes, apparently. This game sometimes. Oh dear. It's not random dragons falling from skies, it's Skeevers armed with axes. And saber cats too. What the devil? That was quite a cool killing move, by the way. And wolves. Silverhand. What? Why are they recruiting wolves of all things? That makes the least amount of sense. Oh my god. That's a nasty weapon. Ouch. Woo! No. Why are you just standing there? Fine. Oh, who the heck was that? Was that you, Greg? I assume so, unless they've started shooting each other. Tell you what, actually, that monochrome black and white effect is sometimes a little bit much. Ouch! That was friggin' painful. I'm gonna fall back a bit here. Greg, can you get in front of me, maybe? I know, I'd hate to use a meat shield, but right now I want to regain a bit of health, and I don't necessarily want to use a potion to do it. Do I have like a potion of health regen or something? No. No. Oh, good grief, we're going to be here forever. Hopefully that'll speed up the process a little bit. Again, saber cats with long swords. What? I can't even begin to imagine what mod is causing that. Alright, then where are you? I can hear you shouting taunts from the safety of somewhere. Wait a minute, are you in the... You're not in the room behind us, are you? Nope. Compass time. Wait a minute, have you gone and glitched through the... You have, haven't you? Ugh. Come and get me, come on. Run on through this wall here. Or something. What the heck? Uh-oh. No, 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 Greg. Come on, don't get stuck in the wall. That would be bad. Yeah. Right, I don't know where she is. We'll ignore it for now. That was weird. Where are the plans? Look there. This music is loud. Anyone home? Apparently not. Food. Hello. I won't say no to any of that. Right. Seriously, where the hell is she? Oh, I don't know. Oh, I really totally give up at this point. Stupid bear traps. Alright, okay, we got someone who actually might pose a real threat by the sounds of things. Oh god, I'm gonna get wet walking through this, aren't I? Oh, good job, Greg. There's the chest. Gotcha. Right. Let me just... What the... Where'd you go? Oh, hello. Surge's chest. Requires... Well, okay, that's interesting. Didn't see that last time I was here. Where did those bodies go, Greg? There is some serious weirdness going on in here right now. I'm not... What? I don't even... Ugh. Very odd. Very strange. Elven Longbow of Dread. Oh, valuable. Silverhand Stratagem. And Spell Tome. Which I will gladly sell. This is just weird, Greg. I'm really confused. There you are! Oh, she wasn't stuck in the wall then. Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim, eh? I'll take that. Although we've still got battle music. Why? Greg? Greg, where are you? There you are. Come on, you stupid bloody... What, you're afraid of this passage or something? No, come on. Yeah, this way. Dummy. Ugh. Let's get out of here. Autosave. Yeah, there we go. Okay, battle's over. Right, okay. Very strange. Very odd indeed. I can't even begin to imagine what was causing some of the nonsense in there. But, yep, no, apparently they have trained animals. Well, I mean, to an extent, I suppose that maybe makes sense. Use them to track and hunt down werewolves, because maybe they can smell someone who's a werewolf. But why wouldn't you just use dogs for that? Much easier to train than saber cats. But fine, whatever. I can just about get over it. Right then, so, back to Whiterun. Let's go.
I tell you, this province...
Okay. Nearly there. Ayla, 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 I have the plans, I have the plans. Maybe I should read the plans first. I'm curious. Now I think about it, before I just hand them straight over, unthinkingly. Hi. Oh, everyone else is here, I see. Good stuff. And the walls aren't pink this time, which is definitely an improvement. Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim. Vernacus and Brawl. Got have quite a few books here, haven't I? It looks like it might not be an actual book I can read, which is a bit of a shame. Silverhand Stratagem, yep, it's a miscellaneous item. Never mind. Lycanthropic Legends of Skyrim by Lentulus Inventius, Order of the Horn. I had heard the same rumours as everyone else, that the province of Skyrim was awash in various forms of lycanthropy. I had studied werewolves for some time, and was keen to see if these rumours of werebears were actually substantiated. I elected to pursue these studies in the warmer summer months, in deference to my fragile constitution. One quickly finds that common villages are of practically no use in this land, whereas in Cyrodiil, even the youngest child can tell you the true fauna that inhabit its environs. Here I find alleged wise men recounting tales of unicorns and flying horses directly alongside their stories of werebears. So don't put any stock in the rumours. They certainly have their traditions for warding off werebears, certain plants and ceremonies, but nobody can attest to even having seen one firsthand, much less possess any sort of artifact. Everyone has a cousin or a friend who saw one once, but when pressed, these stories fall apart. I don't wish to completely discount these stories, but I also must conclude that they may have spun out of some wild retelling of a particularly vicious but mundane bear. Legends can take a life of their own, especially when there are grains of truth. As here we have the very real threat of werewolves. I worry that by spreading stories of a potentially false or at least rare beast, people may begin to discount the threat that real beasts pose. But if Skyrim's people choose to lead a backwards life, shrieking at shadows and clouds, I will not stop them. The werewolves of this land are a curious sort, at least the legends of them. Given the Nord flair for bravado, I had expected to see werewolf pelts lining the walls of cities, werewolf heads on spikes, that sort of gaudy show. Instead, few people in civilized society ever mentioned them, and my questions were usually met with nervous stares. Thinking that perhaps the common folk were simply more cowardly than I had been led to believe by my Nordic acquaintances in Cyrodiil, I sought out those known for actual bravery. The supposedly fearless warrior band of Whiterun, the Companions, lost all colour when I broached the subject and asked me to leave. I had thought better of them and was disappointed at how quickly brave men and women can be intimidated by stories. Pressing into the wilderness away from any sort of settlement, I would often find hunters willing to recount stories of their kills. It was finally through one of them, a certain Karsten Hammerback, that I heard my first and unfortunately only verifiable stories of werewolves in the province, accompanied by pelts and claws to prove the killing. Just as I was thrilling to find some actual evidence of the local beasts, he got a wild, conspiratorial look in his eyes and began spinning tales of some band of werewolf hunters and their exploits in hunting down the creatures. I left him to mop his drool and continued my journeys. In the end, I regret that my trip to Skyrim did not prove more productive. If it is indeed true that their breeds of lycanthropes are distinct from and more powerful than our local ones, they could prove to be powerful allies in our conflict against the influx of werevultures in Valenwood. What? Okay. If they have grown as great and terrible as my friend Galen asserts, they could soon threaten the interior of Tamriel. When the summer next crests, I plan to travel there for a better accounting of the winged cretins, so that I may make a more fitting report to the council. Right, new mod. I demand that a mod is made that allows me to play as a werevulture. This instance, it needs to happen. Anyway,
I've been
that was educational.
for you around here. I don't think anyone's caught on to our little
Yes, I've got the plans.
Perfect. Hopefully this will let us know more about their movement. I think we've got them on the run.
Cool beans. What's the next target then?
The Silver Hand has been scouring the world for more pieces of Whiterun.
Again?
One group has hidden out in Eastmarch.
Oh.
Get it back, for the honor of us all.
That's the opposite direction I want to go in. Bother. Never mind, I guess.
Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of
do you
war
get
and
that
valor
weird
are
taste in your mouth
legendary.
before
I don't know who I should be talking to right now. Get away from me, both of you. Hello, dog. You like that spot, don't you? Very fond of it. Right then. Well, I'm going to hold true to my word. If, let's see, you're going to be kidding me. Back to Gallows Rock again. They've moved in already. Once more. Seriously? Bloody hell, fine, okay. That's not too much of a trip. But, like I said, we're going to Hjalmarch now. We're going to Ustengrav, and you know, come hell or high water, I don't care. The Silver Hand can wait. We've given them one hell of a bloody nose so far. We'll let them reel for a bit. Yeah, we're going to Ustengrav, Greg. We're going to Ustengrav to grab a horn for the Greybeards, so that they can teach me how to be a better Dragonborn. I think. Yeah, they were never too specific on what actually they were going to teach me, now I think about it. But I want to find out, so let's go.